Okay, this is a reading for Pisces. It's your weekly love reading. I'll do a 9-card spread. Sorry. I'll get 3 cards for how you're feeling, 3 cards for how your person's feeling, and 3 cards for the outcome. I will clarify why they feel the way that they feel, get messages from them, and I'll get you some advice from Spirit. I've been playing PlayStation, so I need to just meditate with some sage and get back into the tarot vibe. I have to do a video and upload a video. You know, film a video, upload a video. It's the most annoying thing about being a content creator, to be honest. Or if you just, I need to find a way to make a video in the, the position that I want and not have to edit it, because that for some reason takes ages to save that. If you have to rotate your video, it takes as long as when you're uploading it. It's ridiculous. This is Dragon's Breath Sage. It's infused with spices. That is what I'm talking about. Okay, Spirit Guides, Universe and Angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Pisces' highest good. How is Pisces feeling in this 3rd week of November with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting? Please get me 3 cards. I don't even need to shuffle these. Look how shiny these cards are. They're the stained glass window tarot cards. They are stunning. So I will be pausing to show you the artwork. Right, we've got the 4 of Wands reversed and the 2 of Swords reversed. And it's a combination. So if I turn them the right way up. Wow, look at her. I think this is my favourite. I think this is my favourite card. Look at her red hair. It's like blood red, but it's got a fire to it, like a orangey fire. It doesn't have, any blue tones to it. It is deep, fiery, bloody red. It's more in the direction of tomato red, isn't it? Like orange red, not blood. Anyway, enough with the red hair. So, the 2 of Swords is trying to make a decision, trying to make a choice. And when it's upright, someone's avoiding making that choice. They're blindfolding themselves. They are, sat with their hands kind of neatly on their lap, blindfold on. It's I'm not dealing with this. And then the 4 of Wands is a public union that everybody is aware of, everyone celebrates. A marriage, owning a home together or renting a home together. It's a public union. It's 2 people in love with a home. Now there's unhappiness within a household, and we're no longer stuck. We're making a decision. You come straight in with the tea, all of the juice, all of the gossip. I've been bitten, you know, I've got a mosquito bite and it was snowing today. What is that about? Someone tell me. 2 more cards, please. I've literally not left my pyjamas. I have showered, don't worry, I have showered, but like, because it was a snow day, I've been able to do tarot and play PlayStation all day and get paid. King of Swords. Okay, so our first court card. Oh, that's cool, that. So you're showing up as the King of Swords now. That's very cerebral for a Pisces. Pisces is water, it's cups. You know, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it's full of emotion. A dreamer, someone who is incredibly passionate and upbeat. To be thinking in a very cerebral way and less intuitive and less creative. To be thinking with swords energy is like an air sign. It's like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We're going factual, we're going research, we're going logic, analytical, making an informed decision based off the facts. It's so different to what you're usually like. And no wonder when it's with regards to something so serious as a household that's no longer, you know, functioning well or making you happy. You are making a decisive move over this now. I must say as well, the King of Swords is, it's an honest, noble person. They speak their truth. The words can be direct, they can be harsh, but you know that person is being honest. Look, the biggest sword of all, justice. Libra energy. It's the major for Libra. So you may have Libra placements. Now we've got the Page of Cups, so that could be an apology or communicating, you know, an expression of feelings, emotions. It doesn't have to be an apology, it can just be expressing emotions, but we have some water finally. So they came out as a combo, didn't they? Yeah, a page is someone who is they're offering something small in the way of feelings. It can be an apology, it can just be saying like, I like you, I would like to, I think you're special, I would like to take you out. You know, I just value you. It's not about fancying or passion or adventure, it's about deeply caring about someone. That's the Justice. I feel like I've just answered my own questions that I was going to ask. I think in your last couple of love readings, it was about trying to find, you know, and manifest your true partner, someone that really suits you, and you were having to leave somebody and be honest that it's just not your person at all. So I'm glad that you are making a decision on this. Let's see then who shows up on the other side. You're sitting in your power, you're sitting in your truth, okay? The Five of Pentacles, someone who's in need of sanctuary, refuge. 5 is a number of change. It's to do with investment. Pentacles are coins, they're money. Investment is like what you put into someone you intend to make a life with. You know, it all starts off with a Page of Pentacles, an offer of a date. The 2 of Pentacles, balancing priorities. The 3 of Pentacles, working together. The 4 of Pentacles, conserving wealth, building wealth, saving. The 5 of Pentacles is change. The 6 of Pentacles is equal give and take. The 7 of Pentacles is looking back on the past. The 8 of Pentacles is projecting forward, wanting to invest in the future. 9 of Pentacles is single energy. I am abundant, I'm able to pay for myself. The 10 of Pentacles is we work together, we are building lasting generational wealth for our children, for their children. Now the 5 of Pentacles is quite a negative card. You know, 5 of Wands is a battle, it's a conflict with others, like physically being aggressive. The 5 of Swords is arguments, it's verbal, you know, verbiage that's very harsh, and people are walking away upset, crying after. It's drama, okay? With the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups is grieving. It's sorrow, sadness, regret, loss, grief. The 5 of Pentacles, therefore, is also negative. It's feeling out in the cold. It's feeling that someone has, you know, we are without Pentacles, we're without money, or we're without investment from our person. So, I don't want to be giving you a reading about your ex, but I guess it has only been a few weeks. You know, you don't kind of get someone out of your energy for months, do you, after a breakup, or even years. So we're going to have to go with it. 5 of Pentacles, you're showing up as a King of Swords, upright. You're just being honest, okay? You're not being aggressive. You're not being like malicious or overbearing or nasty. You're not blocking them. You're communicating your truth. You're sitting in your power, okay? They don't like it. They feel impoverished, okay, financially, and you know, that you've withdrawn your investment from this, where you had once invested. What is going on? We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. I wonder if this is like not your ex, but somebody new. Let's see what comes out the third one and I'll make a decision. Ace of Pentacles is like major investment helped along by, it's like a promotion, a loan approval from the bank, you know, securing funding for your business, for your charity. It's inheriting money. It's usually like you make some kind of positive movement in the 3D and then it gets helped along. An ace is divine, you know, it's like, you see it's like a big hand coming out. It's like, go on, I'll boost you. You try to climb this wall, you try to overcome this challenge in the 3D, you know, in this human world, this capital world where we need money, you know, to get things, to get security, to have the stuff that we need to pay our bills. You know, it's about jobs, it's about business, it's about inheritance. It's like you're doing something positive, well, your person is doing something positive, and the divine's going to then meet you halfway and like help you, you know, push that boulder along. It's good fortune to help you, to reward you for being proactive. So maybe this is a turnaround, because look, they've got the Sun upright. The Sun upright, that's the happiest, most carefree card in the tarot deck. So maybe it's not your ex, maybe it's someone who just was really struggling financially and they've been proactive, and the divine's like, do you know what? I'm going to help you along because you've been doing some really good, you know, proactive actions, and, you know, aimed for your goals, work towards them, grafted. And then we've got the sun, and it's like, oh my God, like I feel secure, I feel happy, you know, I'm well on my way to like achieving what I want to now. I'm on track. You know, there's nothing better than that feeling, is there? Let's get another one, see what comes out. Judgment. Yeah, the divine's watching and they're happy with this person. This person isn't doing like a victim mentality or refusing to kind of like see the picture or being stubborn. They are being proactive. So you get rewarded for that, guys. Your person is being judged for their positive behaviour. They are being positively rewarded by the universe. We create our own destinies, you know. You have some life is a series of choices, you know. We have our set destination that's already set, but how you get there, you have some jurisdiction over that. So you were able to navigate, you know, and if you really go off track, life will pull it apart and throw you back in the direction you're meant to be going. Never fear about that. The King of Cups. Okay. So I've changed my mind on this side. We've only got someone that isn't really in your energy. You are the King of Swords. You're attracting a King of Cups. Now, you are Cups, right? So this person is a good match for you. It's a King of Cups. At the moment, you're in your masculine energy. You're showing up as a king. This person's showing up as a king. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. They could have those placements or be a cusper. The Sun can be associated with Leo. It's fiery energy. The Ace of Pentacles is practical. The Five of Pentacles is practical earth energy. You're showing up as very air, like very logical and a bit cooler at the moment to what you normally like, and then someone's gonna defrost you. I think this is going to be a person. They're very calm. A King of Cups is very calm. They're an empath. They have a really good hold over their own emotions. It takes a lot. They've got a really, really long fuse. It takes a lot for them to lose their temper. And they'd have to really, really have a crap, like shitty time to lose like the sense of humour and get depressed or anything like that. They're just really like good for like being calm, taking, you know, heat, being under pressure, and like they will hate it like everyone else, but they won't show that. They'll just take it. Do you know what I mean? Like they'll be the last man standing, and they won't even like show, like they might show that it's pressurizing, but it'll be like a hint of, or just kind of laugh it off or whatever. It's never like I'm screaming or I'm crying. It's like I'm pretty much like just dealing with it. Do you know what I mean? It's like shitty, but I'll get on with it, because they don't want to like stress anyone else out. And they care about other people. They understand other people make mistakes. They understand other people have things they want that they need, you know, and they would just rather keep the peace. It's a peacekeeper. Let's get two more. So these cards now that we're using are for the outcome. We've got the King of Cups as the outcome. It's someone who's being rewarded for their good kind of conduct, good behaviour, productivity, effort. Seven of Pentacles, looking back at the past, reflective energy. you know, taking stock of what's being cultivated. Right, we've got the World, the Five of Cups, the Three of Cups reversed, the King of Wands reversed. What is going on here? Just give me a minute. We've got three kings here. Now, King of Wands is fire energy. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. More masculine energy. Wands are energy, confidence, that solar plexus, chakra, assertive, bold. You know, they'll be the first one to put in for promotion or a raise, or, you know, moving into like a more preferable department or getting partnership. You know, it's like a go-getter, like this is fire, this is unrelenting, you know, it's ferocious, it's upbeat, it's fast, it's furious. For some reason, the King of Wands has lost his get up and go, or he's gone angry. We've got the Five of Cups, which is sadness, loss, regret, grief. Three of Cups. I'm getting third party vibes here. Three of Cups reversed. There's no cause for celebration here. The World card upright. We have to take life's rough with the smooth. This is bad news for a King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's like they've been excessively kind of partying, lusting, inviting another person into a situation, you know, they shouldn't. Cups, you know, it can just be celebrating with the community, like friends, colleagues, family, but with the Five of Cups, like regret, sadness, grief. Well, yeah, I suppose it doesn't strictly have to be third party, does it? It could be like, I'm not with my family, I'm not with my tribe. It's not a time to celebrate. But there is some sort of loss, regret or sadness, change in a bad way. Well, we'll just have to clarify, won't we? The King of Cups. For the outcome, we've got the King of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Wands reversed. Maybe you're the King of Cups and they're the King of Wands. This is a bit of a conundrum. Someone was impoverished and it's financial, okay? They have leveled up, they are doing well, they are happy, the universe has rewarded them. See, that is a bit left field, that King of Wands reversed, with loss, sadness, regret and grief. If they're like feeling good, I would say they're the King of Cups, your person. You made a decision, you became unblocked about a household that's unhappy. You're sitting in your truth, being powerful. Justice, Page of Cups, expressing what you've decided. Or apologising. Maybe you're the one that kept them in limbo. I don't know, because that doesn't fit with the last few reads. Unless it's not connected. Unless resolving this and making a choice and resolving this problem has put you back in the King of Cups energy. Who is this King of Wands reversed? It can't be you, because you wouldn't be angry. But I don't get why they would be. It's either anger or passion. It's something excessive or lackluster. They're sad because there's no cause to celebrate. Okay. Maybe this person leveled up, but they don't really have anyone to celebrate with. They're not part of, a happy kind of community anymore. Because that would make that impoverished financially, but also community-wise, like a sense of belonging. They've got money now, but they don't have anyone to celebrate with. Let's clarify, because I'm just kind of going off on a limb. Why the Five of Pentacles, please, Spirit? Give me a message. I'm more emotional than I show. Right, so possibly they sabotaged this by not showing you emotions, so you went cold on them. That's ringing a bit of a bell, but I don't know if it's your reading. Why have we got the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun? I'm quiet to protect you from my ego. Okay, so they've been working on themselves. Why the Judgment? Oops. I know what I need to do. Yeah, they're being rewarded for doing what they needed to. Which was become happier by addressing what they needed, which was making progress, going for their goals, being proactive, being positive. Leveling up. King of Cups, I'm ready for a fresh start with you. Okay, see, that's them. That's them. They're feeling happier now. They're not being moody, they're not being controlling, they're not trying to flatten anything. They're leveling up and they've raised the vibrations, so now they are the King of Cups. So they're the King of Cups. Why the Seven of Pentacles? I feel insecure. Yeah, in the past, they're embarrassed about how things were. They don't want you to remember them how they were before. If this is the ex, they really don't want you to remember what they were like before. They've changed a lot. They're happier now. They're more upbeat. They're a go-getter. Stop pushing me. I need to make my own choices. So we've got that for, okay, Mr. Angry King of Wands. Will you wait for me? regret, sadness, grief, loss. Let me take the lead. I'm getting squashed here. 3 of Cups. I regret the choices I've made, the World. They're determined to grow, level up, be happier as a person, be more ambitious, be more providing. They don't want you to remember them as they were before. They feel insecure when, you know, when you reflect on the past, when you refer to the past. They don't like that. It's not comfortable for them. What was the block with the emotions? Why weren't they showing their emotions? Reconciliation. Someone from your past has returned into your life. This is someone you've known before that it didn't work out with. Since you've been apart, they've been working on themselves. Okay, they have financially leveled up. They are more goal orientated now, and they're happier as a person because of it. They see you as a soulmate. Okay, and they have been rewarded by the divine, you know, for their efforts. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. You might be taking some time out, you know, taking some respite. And ready for a fresh start with you. Engagement. Do you know what I was just thinking? Surely if they've levelled up financially, surely if they're happier now and they want a reconciliation, the natural next thing would be getting engaged. I think you were living together because the 4 of Wands were there and you're both showing up as court cards. The problem was them. They were like behind in their growth and evolution. And they've caught up and they want to get engaged, you know. They're more like driving this forward now. That's why they were moody, that's why they were like snappy, domineering, short. Because they actually wanted to, you know, they had some kind of like chip on their shoulder, some kind of insecurity, skeletons, baggage. And they've kind of like solved it within themselves since you like pushed them away. They're embarrassed about the past though. They are embarrassed about the past. How they were before. You deserve love. You are lovable. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. They want to be more playful. They recognise that they were very serious and that you are more playful. They're trying to get in line. They're trying to adjust and... what's the word? They're trying to adapt. They're trying to... What word would work for this? Yeah, they're trying to align themselves with your personality more. Because they like that about you, but they haven't realised like how serious they are, and they're like embarrassed now, like looking back, like how kind of grumpy or like unfun they were. I regret the choices I've made. Let me take the lead. Okay, yeah, someone is coming to get you. They want to propose. They want a honeymoon. They know that they effed up, that they were a grumpy bastard. You know, that they were like annoying kind of to be around, moody, just not fun, not light enough. You know, everything got too serious, too like, you know, like Mr. Grumpy Old Man or Grumpy Old Woman. They're getting more on board with your vibe, you know. What is it that they love about you? Because obviously they want to propose, they're in love with you. What is it this person loves about Pisces? Why are they coming back to marry them? Oh, I'm thinking of you in this very moment. I miss you. Shit. Is it that one? I don't trust easily, but with you I feel so safe and accepted. So they recognise that you loved them, warts and all. That you understood that they were more serious in nature, more composed, more reserved, a bit fuddy-duddy maybe, and you know that you like see them as they are and you accepted them. But yeah, maybe they just were being themselves a little bit too much. Okay, so they've worked on that because you are very different in your personalities. Opposites do attract in relationships. You know, often we are drawn towards what we know we aren't, you know, strong at. We look for that in our counterpart because it's a good balancer. Together, you have the right set of tools. I daydream of our future together. Oh my god, this is like all they want. Your honesty and vulnerability scares me and it allures me at the same time. They might have been someone who was, you know, very kind of straight-laced, tight-buttoned, like reluctant to kind of like show too many feelings, keeping it all like a big veil over it all, you know, save face, protect ego, keep everything on a constant even keel. And I just don't think Pisces is like that. I think you get very, very up, and I think you show it when you're upset. I think you show it when you're happy. It's very, very different, isn't it, to be so expressive and be with someone who just doesn't express themselves like anywhere near as much. Would kind of feel like it's grating a bit after a while. Perhaps you were bending, you know, and sort of toning yourself down. I think we actually said something about that in the last reading. You know, it's like being an acrylic and making yourself into a watercolour, you know. You kind of diluting your personality to match theirs, where they could do with lightening up. Do you know what I mean? And they realise that. They realise that they'd rather change and adapt and grow, you know, into a different sort of improved version of themselves than kind of change you. And they realise that they were wrong. Is there anything else to say about this, please? Communicate, compromise, forgive and work it out. Oh my god, you're going to have a rebirth of this connection, but it's not going to be like how it was. This person's totally changed. They've grown a lot and the universe is rewarding them for that, and they don't want to be so serious and kind of reserved around you. They want to be more expressive. They want to get on your roller coaster. They want to ride in your whip, you know, and like be more fun, because they recognise that you have a strength there, and they miss it and they don't want to be like a more, you know, like grinchy kind of person, because they'll probably go more like that if they weren't with you, and they like, you know, that you encourage them to sort of see the fun in life. Not only, you know, it's not like a thoughtless fun, it's like aim high, like the world's your oyster, kind of like, you know, without kind of limits. It's a difference between the eternal optimist and someone who just can't help but be a realist all the time. Like, yeah, but in reality, you know, like, no. That's not a Pisces way to be. Do you want me to get a timing on this? When's this person gonna come to sweep Pisces off their feet? Things happen sooner when you focus your energy on you. Okay, so don't worry about when this is going to happen. It might be a timeline that's kind of like, how long is a piece of string? Do you know what I mean? Because it's such a personal thing, isn't it? We can't control this person's moves, but we know what they want and what they've decided and who they are focused on night and day. Let's get you some advice. That is like the biggest, that's the biggest plot twist of like 2024, I think. I was not expecting this today. Your needs matter. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? Am I communicating my needs? When this person comes back, do not silence yourself. Do not quieten yourself. Do not bend to what, you know, you might be someone who's a people pleaser, and that is like somebody who has the intention of keeping everyone happy, and it's a nice way to be for everyone else, for you to bend to them. But I'm guilty of that as well, and sometimes we need to actually push back and be like, choose your words a bit more differently, so it's like, not we're going to do this, you're going to do this, or like, I expect, you know, it's the way that you say things sometimes, like, or I think we should, you know, or are you going to do this? No, it's like, you are going to do this and you're going to do it now. You know, there's ways of asserting yourself. You got to activate your solar plexus and reframe the way that you talk and communicate, because you're being too passive and subtle, and you need to be assertive and direct, okay? Because you've got used to like working around this person's ways, but you're gonna have to like if you're gonna be with them and they want, you know, you to like keep them in line, you're gonna have to be able to communicate each time what you want, what you need, and what is going to happen, okay? Not maybe we could do this, or I think, you know, we should do that, or it could be nice. We're not going to talk like that. We're going to be like, we haven't done a trip in a while, we're doing one this weekend. Do you know what I mean? It's like boss vibes, like. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing isn't true? Today's soul action, journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desires? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter, and do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want? When communicating my needs, what am I resisting and with whom? What do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? So it could be something to do with like the way you were brought up, you know, like children should be seen and not heard, you know, like you speak when you're spoken to. That certainly makes a more reserved person. So it might, you know, have a think about how your upbringing was. Doesn't mean like you were abused, or it doesn't mean like anything like that. If you have quite quiet, reserved parents, you tend to be on the quieter, reserved side, and you don't like anyone who's a bit too loud. You don't like anyone who's, you know, not following protocol. Like, you know, there's quite like strong house rules, and it's like we all know where we stand. However, we're always checking ourselves when it's like that. And I'm not saying like you had a bad childhood, because mine was like this, and it's good to know where you stand, but you might be someone who's been encouraged to pacify, you know, dilute yourself and quieten down. And I don't know. I know that I have been more reserved because that's how I was brought up. You know, I was around people who weren't that frivolous, and I can't stand loud people, to be honest. People who shout the loudest haven't got the most interesting things to say. But it's also like a case that you can be a bit awkward in social circumstances if you have been someone that as a child you're, you know, expected to sort of follow, you know, maybe some more rules, or your parents had certain things that they, you know, preferred within their house, and it's their house, right? So that's what you've known, and it's a style, you know, of parenting that maybe is influenced, or I don't know, because they're going to parent maybe not exactly the same as how their parents were, but we're all like a diluted version of like what our parents were, whether we like it or not. That's been your blueprint, you know. And sometimes you have an aversion to a stricter childhood, and you want to be more, you know, carefree, go for your goals, break free, break out, you know, be really adventurous. And it's possibly just been a bit too much for this person that you've met, and you've probably picked them thinking, well, they're really sensible and my parents would really like them, and, you know, I can be a bit airy-fairy, so I want someone who's very, like, controlled, considered, like, a bit bossy, you know, like, because they now look controlled, serious and bossy. There's probably something quite, you know, subconscious that you're doing to kind of please parents in picking this person. But what's really cute is they're trying to evolve while you're not together to be more like you, like who you naturally are at heart, which is more playful, more fun, carefree, you know, a bit more of a risk taker. You don't impose limits on yourself. You're not afraid to stand out. You know, you've got this desire to kind of not be how you were brought up, and yet you're picking someone that you think your parents will like, which we all, do you know what I mean? It's like sometimes we do that and sometimes we don't. But it's rare for us to kind of take someone home to parents who we know they wouldn't like, because really, like, how's that going to work? Ultimately, you should be with who you want to be with, but we're all guilty of kind of thinking, what will mum and dad think? You know, like, what will mum think? What will dad think? How is everyone going to get on? Like, do you know what I mean? Sometimes we do that when we've got insecurities ourselves, like, well, I want to go out with a GP because that makes me look like I'm achieving by association. Do you know what I mean? Well, I want to go out with, you know, I don't know, someone who's considered to be like socially like impressive, like they've got quite a high status. It's like achievement by association of what someone else has achieved. I don't know how else to put that. You're trying to impress your parents, basically. How can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? Growing our self-love, oh my god, like that, I'm so on point, and I thought I was going off on one. Growing our self-love is medicine to this world's broken heart. When you heal, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace. Today's soul action, look at yourself with a grace filter. You are meant to be in this moment of your life. Release the inner critic and fill in that hole with your soul's truth that you are infinite, you are loved, and you are already there. I feel like I'm going to burst into tears because I just love it when stuff comes together. It's just like when you're a tarot reader, you know, it is like a puzzle. It's like a story. You know, you pull a thread and it's like, well, how long's the thread going to be? And is it going to change colour? And it's like this thing that just evolves as you're going through it and you're kind of doing it blind. But when it all comes together and makes sense, it's just beautiful. I have to trust that the message is going to make sense in the end. And it always does. You know, if anything, if this isn't your exact situation, there's beautiful things on these cards, and it's always really good advice. You know, really good for you. I hope it does resonate for someone, and if you're going through this and your person comes back and they appear to have grown and changed, like, give them a chance to show you that. You know, you can't lose anything by letting someone show you like they've changed. How lovely if they came back and said, look, I recognise like what I was like now, and I really want to be more like you. You know, you're perfect how you are, and I like that about you, you know, that you encourage me to be more playful and blah, blah. How beautiful is that? They're picking you for like your strengths, and the things that you're like really worried about, they're not. I feel like I'm going to burst into tears. I do this with like every reading. What you're worried about is actually like, they see that as beautiful. On that note, please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. Thank you for every single person who does a share or a repost. You are welcome to comment if it resonates, or, you know, I don't really get comments, but I'm kind of glad in a way because I don't want to be trolled. Yeah, but I appreciate the likes. Any interaction you have with the post will help get it back out there. Maybe someone else can enjoy this message. Alright, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.